Right then, you lot, have you pressed that subscribe button yet? No? Get on with it then, I haven't got all day. Today we're diving headfirst into the exhilarating, the breathtaking, the downright bonkers world of McLaren supercars. We're talking about machines that are more than just cars. They're feats of engineering, rolling testaments to speed, precision, and enough horsepower to launch a small moon. So buckle up, petrolheads, as we embark on a high-octane journey through the top 5 most stunning McLarens ever to grace tarmac. First up, we've got the P1. This, my friends, is not just a car, it's a bloody spaceship. The P1 is what happens when you combine a petrol engine with an electric motor and a team of engineers who think the laws of physics are just suggestions. With a combined output of 903 brake horsepower, this thing will rocket you from 0 to 60 faster than you can say carbon fibre monocoque. And speaking of carbon fibre, have a look at that bodywork. It's not just about looks, you see, although it is a right looker. All those curves and scoops and diffusers are there for a reason, to cheat the wind and stick this beast to the tarmac like it's glued on. Next up is the 720S, and let me tell you, this one's a bit of a wild child. Just look at those dihedral doors. They're not just for show, although they do look spectacular. They're designed to improve airflow and make sure you make a grand entrance wherever you go. And under that sleek, sculpted bodywork lies a 4.0-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine that pumps out a whopping 710 horsepower. That's enough to propel you to a top speed of well over 200 miles per hour. But here's the thing about the 720S. It's not just a track weapon, it's surprisingly comfortable too. You could genuinely drive this thing every day. Well, if you can afford the fuel bills, that is. Now, this is the big one, the granddaddy of them all, the McLaren F1. This car needs no introduction. Back in 1998, it became the fastest production car in the world, clocking in at a mind-boggling 240 miles per hour. And it achieved that with a naturally aspirated V12 engine, which is, well, just phenomenal. But the F1 is more than just a speed demon. It's a masterpiece of engineering with its central driving position, gold-lined engine bay, and a design that's still breathtakingly modern, even by today's standards. They only made 106 of these beauties, and they're now worth a king's ransom. But can you put a price on automotive perfection? I don't think so. Right, let's talk about the Senna. This car is an absolute animal. It's named after the legendary Formula One driver Ayrton Senna, and trust me, it lives up to the name. It's all about downforce, this one. Just look at that massive rear wing and those aggressive aerodynamic elements. It's like it's trying to suck itself onto the track. And with a 4-litre twin-turbocharged V8 producing 789 horsepower, it's got the grunt to match its looks. But be warned, this car is not for the faint of heart. It's raw, it's uncompromising, and it'll bite your head off if you're not careful. Last but not least, we have the 570S. Now, some people might say this is the entry-level McLaren, but don't let that fool you. This thing is still a proper supercar. It's got a 3.8-litre twin-turbocharged V8 that churns out 562 horsepower, which is more than enough to put a smile on your face the size of the North Circular. What I like about the 570S is that it's a bit more usable than some of the others on this list. It's still incredibly fast and capable on track, but it's also comfortable enough for everyday driving. Plus, it's arguably the best looking of the bunch. Well, there you have it, my petrol-loving comrades. McLaren, proof positive that the Brits can still make a bloody brilliant supercar. From the hybrid hypercar wizardry of the P1 to the track day terror that is the Senna, McLaren has consistently pushed the boundaries of what's possible on 4 wheels. And let's not forget the iconic F1, a car so legendary it makes grown men weep with joy. Or is that just me? But which one would I choose? It's a tough call, but I think I'd have to go for the 720S. It's just the right balance of performance, style, and that all-important sense of occasion. Plus, I reckon I could squeeze my ego through those dihedral doors.